Hello beautiful viewers, welcome back, or just welcome if you're new here. My name's Nat, I read tarot. Today we've got a tarot reading to look at who you're going to marry. Going to see if we can see what this person is going to be like using the tarot. So this reading is a timeless reading, but I'm specifically choosing to do it during February because most of my readings this month have been looking at love, whether it's romantic love or self-love. So if you need a bit of love in your life, absolutely go and check out some of the other videos that I've done throughout the month. So as always, listen to your intuition. Have a good look at the piles that we have here. And once you've decided which pile resonates for you, go and have a look for the timestamps that you'll find in both the description box and in the comments. Click on the relevant one and it will take you straight to your reading today. So pile 1, we have the Gothic Tarot. And I thought it would be nice, instead of crystals, because we're looking at marriage today, I thought we'd use rings. So pile 1 is a little silver wishbone. Pile 2 is the Cat Tarot, and we have a half eternity ring for pile 2. Pile 3 is the Tattoo Tarot, and this rather large sparkly ring for pile 3. Pile 4 is the Circle of Life Tarot, and I think this is a sapphire ring. And pile 5 is the Everyday Mini Tarot, and we have a gold band on pile 5. So hopefully you've decided which pile speaks to you and you'll go directly to that. But before you do, I just wanted to say that today I chose not to pre-prepare the piles of cards. I'm going to shuffle as I go, and I'm really keen to hear from you guys whether you prefer it done like this or whether you prefer when picker piles are done, you know, with the piles already pre-prepared and ready to go as soon as you choose. I'd be really grateful for your opinions on this. But without further ado, let's get on to your reading, guys. Just moving all the other piles out of the way there. So starting with pile 1 and the silver wishbone ring. Let's have a look at what the tarot has to say about your future spouse. I hope you're excited, pile 1, because I'm quite excited to see what they're like. Goodness, the card's absolutely flying out. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups, the Magician, the 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I think this is somebody with the 5 of Wands here and the 8 of Swords. This talks about tensions and restrictions. However, with this being a 5, that's a changing. 5s are always about change and transitioning. So this feels like an energy that they don't stay in. And when you have this tense, restricted feeling, it really opposes what I'm seeing here with the other cards. The Magician and the 7 of Cups. This is all about manifesting what you want, being a powerful co-creator in your own life. And the 7 of Cups is all about that, looking out towards the future, not quite knowing what's there, but being very excited for it nonetheless. So I feel like your person will have been through some struggles, but by the time you meet them, I feel like they're much more in a very sitting within their own power and being quite optimistic about the future by the time you meet them. But they will have been through some things before you guys get together, from what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's pull a few more cards. Okay, the Star card. So Aquarian energy there. Okay, so we also have the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So I really am feeling, again, Three of Swords, heartbreak, Five of Pentacles, really feeling left out in the cold. This person has been through some stuff before they find you. But again, we have the more undesirable energies on the one side and the more desirable ones on this side. I really do feel like this is somebody who does manage to go through difficult things in their life and kind of come out the other side still feeling some kind of positivity and, you know, that hope for the future. The Star card talks a lot about hope. What else we have here? Okay, so the Knave of Wands there. This feels, you know, the knaves are the pages. Pages are usually fairly young. And so I feel like either they have quite a young energy about them, or you're reasonably young when you come together. And what strikes me here is we have wings on the Magician. We have wings on this card here as well. And especially these wings, the butterfly, they do look to me, although they're kind of fairy or angel, I suppose, because they're on somebody, they do look very much like butterfly wings. And this kind of signifies somebody who has made some kind of a transition. There have been difficult energies and they may have, by a young age, gone through quite a lot, but they still have all this hope and positivity that they've managed to really change from this energy into a completely new one. So this is somebody who is, you know, able to see it through tough times. I don't think they are somebody who's going to abandon you very easily or give up things very easily. This feels like somebody who's going to put the effort in to get the best results that they possibly can. So we have no particular signs showing up except for the Aquarian kind of energy here. The fact that this is the Gothic tarot that we're looking at, this could be somebody who dresses alternative or has something unique about them. And with the Star card, this unicorn here, unicorns are very beautiful and mythical. I feel like there is something unique about the way that your person looks. So your future spouse has something that makes them stand out. It makes them beautiful and attractive, but perhaps in an unconventional way. Let's just see if we have anything else wanting to come out here. I thought we had two cards come out there, but we have a whole three. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. So again, the Tower seems to fit quite well with what I was saying here. This person has been through some tough things, but again, we have these wings here, very much like butterfly wings. They are somebody who has managed to change and make something beautiful out of whatever pain they have experienced, which is a really nice energy to have. It's a very attractive quality. Queen of Swords here is showing that they are able to cut off what does not serve them, and the Six of Wands talks about a lot of progress and public recognition. So I feel like they are liked by other people. I definitely see that they are somebody who is able to make progress no matter what life throws at them. They are going to make the progress and find that positivity and keep going. So regards a relationship, that is a really beautiful thing to have in a marriage, that being able to see things through, being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel and know that things are always going to get better. I feel like this is somebody who is really going to stick it through. But with this, because we have quite a young energy here, and with it being wands as well, there's that fiery, passionate drive and youth. I think that they're going to make things feel fun and fresh no matter what. I don't feel like this is going to be... It feels very stable and secure, but not in a boring way. This is never going to be boring for you. This person is going to keep things interesting and exciting, and there is definitely a unique quality to the way that they look. They quite possibly, as I said, could be an Aquarius there. So, pile one, that's all we have for you for your future spouse. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this reading, then let me know about it in the comments. Hit that like button, because then other people will be more likely to see the reading too. And thank you very much for watching today. See you soon. Okay, pile two. You have the half eternity ring for your pile and the cat tarot. So let's have a little look at what your future spouse is going to be like. Okay, so we have the Empress. So straight away, somebody very in touch with their feminine side. Now, this could be, you know, tarot is genderless, so it could be male or female. We all have feminine and masculine energies within us. But this is somebody who very much has that, a good embrace of their feminine side. The Empress is also very beautiful. So this person is probably quite physically attractive in a conventional way. They are somebody that most people would find quite attractive. With the Queen of Swords, that's all about, you know, cutting things off, being fair but very straight to the point, and just that ability to cut things off when they don't serve you. So this is perhaps somebody with a no-nonsense approach to things. And here with the Six of Wands talks about progress. I do think we had the Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands come out in the last reading as well for pile one. So the Six of Wands, it can be about progress, about recognition. I do feel like this is somebody who, not only do you like them, but your family, your friends, the people around you really like this person as well. Let's see what else we have coming up for you. So we have the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is a really beautiful card to come out when you're looking at relationships. It really shows, I mean, the Ten of Cups would be your ultimate wish fulfillment, where you really feel very happy. But the Ten of Pentacles, sorry, is the more material side of things. This shows, you know, a happy home and not worrying about money. So I feel like this is somebody who is quite stable, and that you are able to build something quite stable together. With the High Priestess, your person could be a teacher, possibly. This could also point to somebody who really follows their intuition. For some of you, this could be somebody who, you see, this cat is looking very witchy, and we have the moon here. So not only does it suggest intuition, but this suggests somebody who's quite interested in magic or occult things. Perhaps they do tarot themselves, perhaps they have an interest in witchcraft or esoteric things, something like that. They're definitely coming across as wise, beautiful and capable. You kind of have everything here for your person, really. Let's pull a few more cards. Okay, so we have the Tower here, the Moon, and the Page of Cups. So there is twice now that Moon energy coming through. So with the Moon card, your person could be a Pisces, but I really do feel like there is a very strong connection to their intuition, and a high possibility that they are someone who is very interested in spirituality or occult type things. With the Page of Cups, this is a very youthful energy, but it's also beautifully emotional. I feel like they are going to share their emotions with you. This isn't somebody who holds back what they're thinking. I feel like they are going to share things with you. And with the youthful energy, this could be somebody who just has that youthful feel about them, or it could potentially be that you're quite young when you meet this person, or that they are quite young. But I think for most of you, it's just that youthful feel to this person. With the Tower here, the Tower is not the most positive of cards. It talks about sudden realizations, sudden shake-ups, things like this, sudden ideas coming in, but these are usually quite big, life-changing things, particularly with it being a major arcana. So this could show that they have been through some things in life. This could relate because they are coming across as spiritual in some way. So this could show that they are somebody who's been through a spiritual awakening. You do tend to get those Tower moments, those sudden life-changing realizations there. I think that's what this is for most of you. But for some of you, this is showing that this is somebody who has been through some stuff before you get to your relationship. But they must have dealt with it beautifully because of the other cards here. No, we already covered the Ten of Pentacles, didn't we? I was going to go back to that, but we have talked about the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see if we can get a final card. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through here. Okay, Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Now this is a very opposing energy to the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups, much more youthful energy. The King of Cups is a much older, wiser energy. The King of Cups can sometimes withhold their emotions, but I really felt like in the rest of the spread that, you know, the rest of these cards here are showing somebody who is really going to share their emotions with you. So I don't feel like in your case this is somebody who's going to withhold their emotions, but perhaps somebody who, as they age, is not so overflowing with emotion as they once were. But because we go from the Page to the King, this could be showing that, you know, this coming together in your youth and things still lasting out to when you're older and wiser. Or this could just be showing that, you know, throughout the relationship, this person learns a lot or discovers a lot emotionally, to go from the Page to the King there. They are coming across as definitely very loving, very capable, and very beautiful, as well as quite intuitive. And I think that's just about all we're getting through here with these cards today for you, pile 2. But this really does look like a beautiful person. Well, the one last thing I will comment on is the amount of blue that we have in these cards. I think we don't see any blue in this one, but every other card has a reasonable amount of blue in it. So there's a high chance that your person will have blue eyes, I think. Or there's definitely a strong liking for the colour blue, but blue eyes is really standing out to me. Yes, pile 2, your person looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure this is somebody that you're going to be very happy with. Definitely feels like a very relaxed kind of atmosphere with this relationship that you have ahead of you. So it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you for watching. If you did like this, then please let me know about it in the comments or hit that like button. The more you like my videos, the more they'll get circulated to other people for others to enjoy them too. Thanks for watching, and that's all we have for you for now. Pile 3 with the sparkly ring. Let's see what we can find out about your future spouse. Just the fact that you've chosen the Tattoo Tarot, there's a high chance that your person has tattoos. Okay, so we have the Knight of Coins, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords. I think the Queen of Swords has made an appearance in every single pile so far. I don't think I've had that happen before. So the Queen of Swords is a very fair and direct energy. This is somebody who is truthful, and this is somebody who's not going to deal with those who are not truthful. With the Empress, this talks about beauty, also about fertility. So although the Empress is that feminine energy, this could be male or female. Tarot is genderless, but it's probably somebody who really embraces their feminine energy, who's quite in tune with their feminine energy. With the fact that the Empress can point to fertility, that could be a sign that you will have children together, if that's something that you're wanting. And the Empress is very physically attractive. So this is somebody who's very attractive, not only to you, but I think in general, most people would find this person attractive. The Knight of Coins here, the Coins or Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. So I don't feel like they rush into things, because the Knights are all about action, but we have the slowest possible action here. So I think they are very steady in approaching things. I think this could be either in general or with you, but mostly with you. I do feel like perhaps things are a little bit slow to start, and I think it's just they're coming across as a careful energy. I think they're a very fair person, and they really want to check out and be sure of things before they make any sudden moves. Let's see what else we have for you, pile 3. Whole heap of cards have come out here, so we're gonna redo that and hope for not so many cards. Okay, so we have the Fool and the King of Coins. So with the Knight and the King of Coins, this is somebody who probably has their material life in order. This feels like somebody who really, they know how to look after their finances, is what this feels like. Because we have the Knight and the King, I don't feel like this person is incredibly young when you meet. I feel like they're at least mid-20s, but quite possibly a bit older than that, either when you meet or when you marry. But with this Fool energy here, I feel like they haven't lost their sense of adventure. We do have here, if we move this card here, then on the one side we have very slow moving Pentacles energy, and on the other side we have this much more, fast moving, and the Fool is much more carefree. So I feel like this person is slow and steady. However, I think they are able to look ahead to the future very optimistically to start with, but I think they're willing to take risks and go on adventures with you, although it doesn't feel, this much more steady energy feels like it's the more natural one for them. But I think for you, they are willing to take some risks, go off on some adventures and discover some new things. Okay, so 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords talks about something being restricted or trapped. This could very well fit in with the energy. As I was saying, they feel like a much more slow, cautious energy, but for you, they're able to take risks. Perhaps they have this 8 of Swords energy where they trap themselves within their mind. It feels like a worrying kind of energy, and I think perhaps you're able to bring them out of that. But they may have a bit of anxiety, or there's something with the way they frame their thoughts that can really hold them back. But I feel like you bring them much more into this Fool energy. Now, as I'm saying that, the next card that I shuffled was the 8 of Cups, which talks about letting go, moving on. And I really feel like this is a moving on from this trapped energy. So it's definitely not something that they stay in, but it feels like it is something that is present when you meet them. Okay, so we have the Devil and the Knight of Swords. So yes, with this Devil energy, this could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. But, you know, this usually talks about something being toxic, some kind of negativity, or perhaps addiction. And that does go hand in hand with this quite restricted energy here. But with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, these are much more direct, fast-moving energies. And I feel like you bring something out in this person that gives them the strength and the clarity to cut off some of the more negative energies that they may sometimes experience. I really do feel like the Swords energy that feels like it's faster moving here is very much your influence on this person. So I really think this person thinks very highly of you, because they do look to have this natural tendency to be quite careful. But it's like you completely bring them out of that at times, and you bring them to a place where they really are willing to take these risks. And it's almost like this energy of they would do anything for you, anything to please you. I think they work hard at overcoming anything that does restrict them or any negativities that they have for you. I feel like they are very dedicated to you, because with the energies that I feel here, they have definitely thought things through before they approach you and before they, you know, decide to get too deep into things here. I do think you are going to be quite lucky here, pile 3, because so there is some sign of fertility here if starting a family is what you're wanting, and you have somebody who is willing to put in the effort to not change themselves for you, but to make sure that you are happy in this relationship as well as them. They are definitely coming across as somebody quite physically attractive. And I do feel like, as I say, that they are willing to go that extra mile for you. And I think overall, despite this negativity here, this could be somebody who has struggled with addiction at some point for some of you, but I don't feel like that's something that is going to stay with them. I really feel like any negativity that they've once felt trapped by, you really bring out the much more full energy in them. And so I do feel like your person quite possibly has tattoos. We don't have any one particular sign coming out here except for Capricorn there with the Devil. We do have a couple of Pentacle cards as well, and I say these were the cards that definitely felt the most like their natural energy. Pentacles cards there. So you could well be dealing with an earth sign. Earth signs, they tend to be more stocky or solidly built. Could also, with earth signs, be, you know, good with working with their hands, very good with practical things, very good with finances. And I'm really getting earth sign vibes here with pile 3. But thank you very much for watching. That's just about all I have for your reading. Don't forget to pop me a comment to tell me what you thought of your reading, and also click that like button, and I'll see you soon. Okay, pile 4 with the sapphire ring. Let's see what your future spouse is going to look like, or going to be like. Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Okay, so we have the Tower card. And Strength. So possibly a Leo there with the Strength card. Nine of Swords. Oh, goodness me. These ones absolutely went flying outwards. Okay, so we have the Emperor. So the Tower, Strength, the Emperor, the Empress, the Sun, and the Nine of Swords. Definite Leo energy coming through here with these two. Could possibly be an Aries as well. But with the fact that we have the Empress and the Emperor, that does feel like a very well matched energy and a very well suited couple. Potentially this is twin flame. And what really stands out to me the most about these cards here is that we have the matching couple here. And then with the Tower card, we see the two. I'm not entirely sure. These could be some kind of spirits or something, but there are definitely two of them. So as this tower is falling, there's not one person dealing with this, there is two. So I do feel like there may be some ups and downs in your relationship, but this is a very well matched relationship and you have the strength together to deal with it. This definitely feels like somebody who's going to be by your side no matter what happens. They're going to be right there dealing with everything with you. And with the Tower and the Strength, this does point to perhaps some difficulties along the road. Again, that could be a sign of that twin flame type of connection. Twin flame connections don't always run smoothly. It's such a intense energy, and it can bring up, kind of mirrors to you everything that you've not dealt with about yourself. It can bring up a lot of healing that needs to be done, and it can be very intense and very triggering, and it can lead to difficulties. But again, even in the difficulties, you will be together dealing with it. It's a very strong Leo energy coming through. With the Sun card, although there are difficulties perhaps, this is like the sun coming out. That's a definite sign that things will progress. If you go through difficult times, it's not always going to be difficult. With the Nine of Swords here, again, some anxious energy. This is pointing to things not always running smoothly, or perhaps anxiety could be something that your person has dealt with, or insomnia perhaps. But despite that, they have a lot of strength. They're very capable. I don't think they let too many people know what's going on underneath. They present themselves as a very strong person. And what's standing out to me here, we have this kind of halo around this person that makes me think of a lion's mane. Excuse me. I do apologise. Pile 3. Goodness, not pile 3, pile 4. I do apologise, pile 4. So this kind of makes me think of a lion's mane. And we have a lion's mane. And then we have all of these characters, apart from the Emperor. The rest of them have quite long hair. I feel like there is something very striking about this person's hair. Do excuse me again, pile 4. I didn't plan to cough all the way through your reading. But yes, it does look to me like there is something striking about their hair. It could be longer than usual. It could be that they have, I don't know, it could be like an afro, or very big curly hair springs to mind. But I do think there's something that stands out about their hair. Okay, pile 4, sorry for that slight pause. I went and grabbed some water so that I don't continue to cough all over your reading. Okay, so yes, definitely something about hair stands out here. And I almost thought then of the story of Samson and Delilah, because we have such a lot of strength showing through here. And that's where Samson's strength comes from, is his hair. But yeah, definitely picking up on something to do with hair, definitely picking up on difficulties, but also this, it's like just a relationship that works well enough that even through the difficulties you're going to manage to work together and overcome things, which is a very beautiful energy to have. They could well possess some physical beauty, but with some of the other cards, I'm not all too sure that it's that conventional kind of beauty. I do feel like it's much more that there's something unique or quirky about your person. With this, with the Empress, the way she has the mirror there, this again seems like a confirmation of twin flames, possibly because there's that mirroring energy. So this is definitely a fated partnership here. It's one that will really stand the test of time despite any difficulties that you go through. With the amount of red in these cards, could possibly be that your partner has red hair, because again, something very striking with hair is really coming across here to me. Pull a few more cards here. Oh, goodness, that was a few more than I intended, but we'll take it. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Magician. The Magician ties in nicely with the amount of strength and authority that I feel like this person has. This is somebody who carries themselves well and will deal with anything. And with this Nine of Swords, although I think they do have some anxieties or some sleepless nights because of things that they've been through in their life, I definitely don't feel like they show it to the outside world. It's perhaps something that only you would see and not other people. The Six of Swords, this talks about moving on and releasing baggage. So I feel like whenever things are more difficult, they have this ability to leave the past in the past. I think once things, you know, when you have a difficult stage, once it's been dealt with, then it's dealt with and it's in the past, and there's a focus on moving forwards and, you know, manifesting in positivity and the sun. With the Knight of Wands here, this is really showing a lot of passionate action. Also, knights are, they're not as young as pages, but they're not as old as the king or queen would be. I would say there's a strong possibility of you marrying this person when they're around their 20s. It's the kind of feeling that I would get there from the knight. I also feel like they are perhaps the one to come towards you, and they're very passionate about you. With the Six of Wands here, Six of Wands is all about making progress. And I feel like this is a theme for your whole marriage here. Always making progress and like bettering things. I feel like whenever there is bad, you are going to absolutely manifest in the good together every single time. And there's an overall continuously moving forward. It does feel like quite a spiritual connection. It feels very healing because of this fact that there is, you know, this ability to leave the past in the past, an ability to deal with the rough things together, and an ability to always make progress and to see the brighter side of things. So perhaps not the easiest of relationships for you, but definitely incredibly rewarding here, pile 4. I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, then hit the like button and tell me about it in the comments below. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you for another reading soon. But bye for now. Okay, so last but not least, pile 5 with the gold wedding band. Let's see what the cards are going to tell us about your person, about your future husband or wife. Okay, Queen of Wands, this is somebody very capable. There's a few too many cards. I will take that one that was face up. So the Seven of Wands. Definitely some fiery energy here. King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords and Seven of Wands could be challenging energies here. The Seven of Wands talks about competition, that feeling of challenge. So perhaps when you meet this person, they see it as a challenge to get your attention, or perhaps you feel it's a challenge to get their attention. Or this could point to there being some times during the relationship where things do feel challenging. But there's definite fiery energy coming through with those first two cards. So we have possible fire signs here. The King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Not so much fiery energy there. We'll see what the other cards come up with. But the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who's really quite in charge of wealth, of finances. They know their stuff. They're wise when it comes to money and things like that. So I definitely feel like you're going to marry somebody who has all their finances in order. And the Queen of Wands, she is very capable. The Queen of Wands can do absolutely everything. She'll run around doing everything that's needed to, but she can sometimes forget to look after herself. So your person may be somebody who's very focused on making sure that you're okay, and they may sometimes forget about themselves. With the Queen and the King here, these are older energies, so it could well be that you get to around your 30s before you're getting married. And with the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords talks about rest, relaxation, recuperation, healing, meditation, all those things. So I get the impression that this person feels healing in some way for you. Let's pull a few more cards. Okay, Five of Swords, that feels like it quite matches with that Seven of Wands energy there. Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups. The Lovers. Didn't realise we had another card there as well, but we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this definitely it felt very fiery with the first two cards, but now we have a lot more swords energy than anything else. Very well could be an air sign that you're dealing with. Could very well be a Gemini with the Lovers card coming out here. With Gemini as well, this could be a sign that there's something about this person that stands out. There's something unique about the way they look or the way they dress. That can quite often be a Gemini thing. So again, we've got Queen. It's Queen, Queen and King. Really is feeling like an older energy when you get together or when this marriage happens. Or it could just be a very mature attitude. Now, the Queen of Swords is somebody who, you know, she doesn't deal with nonsense. She's truthful and fair and kind with it. So we do have some quite nurturing energies there with the two queens coming in. With the lovers as well, this does show that this is somebody who's really absolutely head over heels about you. They're infatuated with you. They really do love you. With the Ten of Cups as well, this is ultimate wish fulfillment. You couldn't get any happier than that. So they could be within themselves quite a happy person, and within this connection there is happiness. However, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, these are some more challenging energies. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of... the Ten of Swords is just feeling absolutely, utterly done. And what I really feel like this is for most of you is that perhaps before you guys get married, there could well be some kind of an ending before things get back on track, or a very tense period before things get back on track, because we have this tension, and the Four of Swords here could be indicating a break as well. You need to take some time out and to heal before coming back into it. But then these other energies are so much nicer and more positive, and with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, so you can't really get better than those cards when you are looking at relationship. So it does feel like perhaps this tenseness that is showing here comes before the two of you marry. But there's a lot of potential here for there to be some difficulties before things get on the right track and smooth out. This could also be a sign that this person could struggle with things within their own mind sometimes. With all this Swords energy, it can be a sign of somebody who has a tendency to get a little bit stuck in their head, maybe overthink or worry about things a little bit too much. But then again, we do have, with the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, there are some other energies coming in to help balance that out. But it does look like it's possibly somebody who gets a little bit caught up in their own head, at least from time to time. I do think with the two Queens being quite nurturing, and so the Queen of Swords is quite direct, the Queen of Wands likes to look after other people, Queen of Swords also very truthful. I do feel like this is somebody who's really going to take care of you. And not only emotionally, but your whole well-being, I feel like they're going to take care of, and definitely financially as well. There is an awful lot of happiness, I think particularly you bring, because I am picking up on some difficulties mentally for this person, but I think you really are the one that brings out this happiness in them. Where we have a lot of air energy, I tend to find that air signs are reasonably fair, blonde hair, blue eyes, that kind of thing. Your person very well could be reasonably fair in complexion. And definitely I am picking up on a blonde kind of vibe here. With the fire energy that we had to begin with, this could point to somebody who's quite athletic. But with all the Swords energy, perhaps not. Perhaps for some of you, this is an athletic person. But I do, for some reason, with all these swords, like they are so long. Swords are long and thin. I do think that perhaps your person has, your future spouse has they're either tall or slim or both. I do feel like there is something quite fair about their complexion and their hair. So pile 5, that's all that we have for you for this reading today. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to pop a like and let me know what you thought about this in the comments below, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.